Hello, YouTube. I am finally producing something that I promised a while ago for one of my older videos. If you bother to read the description, right? Now I'm doing Batman Arkham City since I got it from Christmas. Oh, Christmas break feels like it's been such a long time since then. But yeah, so I'm playing for this gameplay. I'm playing as Robin, doing one of the Riddler challenge maps, doing the Iceberg Lounge VIP room, which is probably the best map that is in the game. It's mostly because it's unlimited men, and I think I'm pretty decent at it. Kind of in the 205th when I first got the record, which it got to be like 1,000 now. That's besides the point. This gameplay, actually pretty fast paced. I guess it's kind of glitched up at a certain point. That's the one problem with this game, is that in the story mode, you sometimes get flipped by enemies, which when it's just like one, it's not that big of a deal when there's only like 4 guys. While in this, that like circles around really badly with the camera, because you just get hit by guys that you had no chance of seeing, which is the biggest problem with these maps, with the large array of enemies. It's like here, eventually, 100 times down, I just swing in a random direction thinking that there's someone behind me, which obviously there won't be. Except for that's coming up. I actually had a pretty decent streak going on around. Oh, it ended right there. I had a decent streak going on, but yeah, all good things come from this is actually not even close to my personal record. Actually, yeah, it kind of is. Was it? I think I'm 400. Yeah, about 40,000 off of my record for this map, which is, as I said before, good for 205th, which, I'm not gonna hang my hat on, is, but this game is easily game of the year, like, winner for last year. It would be either that or Uncharted 3, which was the game of the today. Yeah, hit right there, and that guy didn't even hit me, which is one of the very many problems with this game. Even though it's probably something I've played in a good while. The key with this though is that throughout the match, after you lose a counter, you want to use all your gadgets just so you get the multiplier. And try to use as many moves as possible so you get the variation. Yeah, this is where, I mean, at this point in the game, I get hit a crap ton, which really started to piss me off. That's the one thing about this game is, once you get hit once, for a map like this, once you get hit once, you're going to get hit about like 1 or 2 more times after that, because you get even angrier. You know, I go on, I think this is here where I actually go on a decent streak, even with all these enemies. Probably the shield guys are my least favorite enemies, since you can't hit them whatsoever. It'd be either them or the giant-ass red guy. And, yeah, it kind of took me about a month playing the game to realize how to do knife counter, which my cousin showed me. I got so pissed off because I didn't know I didn't have to be supposed to do it. Yeah, see right there, got stock, counter. I actually thought I was going to get splashed up a bit there, but I got lucky. Yeah, this is actually my first, this isn't my first video, this is actually my third, but I actually plan to, unlike my first 2 where there was a lack of commentary, my Arkham Asylum one, that on Windows, which was the only reason why I ever came back to that game, just to kick some ass, which those psychos mentally insane dude kind of pissed me off a lot when I played that mode. That game doesn't hold a candle to this. It's easily 10 times better. But I probably preferred the plot from the first game, because in this one they for some reason jump to like 5 different villains, which they actually have a good variety of villains in the first game, but in this game the plot actually follows every villain. And this is where I go on a huge tear where I like double my point total with like little health. Which is probably one of my highlights of playing this game, which is really awesome. And this is, as I said before, this is not even my highest score. Which too bad I can't see what place I got with this, even though it was my best effort. What should I talk about? So how are you? No, I won't do that. Still kicking some ass right here. The reason why I chose Red Robin was because, he's badass. What else is there to say? He's way cooler than normal Robin. Yeah. One thing I always wondered though, since they did, when they released the Robin character and Nightwing and Catwoman and all that, Robin and Catwoman came with both their regular costumes, right? And then they came with the animated. Well, so did Nightwing, right? Except for Catwoman and Robin, for whatever reason, also got an extra costume. Which, you know, Nightwing's probably my second favorite character behind Robin. Except for, I think what they should have done with Nightwing for an extra costume, they should have done the old school Nightwing with like the disco costume. I think that would actually be pretty sick and fun to play as. Yeah, that would actually be pretty badass. It is a bit of a nostalgia effect to the old Nightwing fans out there, which probably aren't watching, because they would have to be, what, 40 years old? Some ass, counter. Yeah, once you start playing this game for a bit, you just get used to everything. It becomes free flow, right? Like the combat system entails. One thing I always accidentally do, I love watching Robin's 3-man counter, where he counters like 3 guys at once, and then he's little bar running thing. Every time I try to do that, I accidentally punch one of the 3 guys first and then counter the other 2. Which I always like kind of scream out loud like, no! Which is actually one of the cooler moves that's in the game. Besides, you know, breaking people's arms and legs and stuff like that. Which, yeah, the shield guy from the aerial thing is just so bad. It just ruins it. Yeah, so I actually plan on doing video walkthroughs with commentary on the side. Still trying to figure out how to do live commentary without screwing up any video quality. Because this one, obviously, and before I'm even done playing, that I didn't break my record. So, yeah, so obviously it's after. As you can see, a bunch of pinned bodies disappear for no reason. And that really pissed me off. I was on a huge streak there. I actually stunned him at the same time he tried to hit me, which I still stunned him somehow. Plus, he managed to hit me, which, you know, you'd think you'd want to give the players the benefit of the doubt. And right there, I didn't even get touched. Cut my health in half right there. And my last hoorah of the match, considering there's only, what, a minute or 2 left in the video? So, it's exactly a minute. Yeah, so, I go on a tear, reach over 300k. is alright. Just keep my record. Yeah. So I'll probably do a Arkham City walkthrough. And also probably a Uncharted walkthrough. And probably post some NBA 2K12 videos for in the future. Eventually. Yeah, I got clubbed a bit, which was not fun whatsoever. And here I show you my stats, which were pretty decent. And that's about it. I'll probably post a video in the future. I bid you adieu.